Cape Cod Broadcasting weaves the listening environments of 99.9 WQRC, Ocean 104.7, WFCC Classical 107.5, Cape Country 104, and CapeCon.com's website experience to reflect the lifestyles of the people who live, work, and play on Cape Cod. We hope that you enjoy this podcast.
I'm Laura Reckford, and this is Sunday Journal. I'm here in the studio with Mary Duchesney and Susie Frost, who are sisters who grew up here in Hyannis, and we're talking about the Relay for Life of the Mid-Cape, and thank you both for being with me here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Let's start with an overview of the Relay for Life. Many people are familiar with it because it's been going on for a number of years, but some people might not have heard of it. Tell us about what happens there.
Okay, so it's a 24-hour fundraising event that benefits the American Cancer Society. It's held at the DY High School at the track, and people set up campsites, and they're there for 24 hours if they want to be. Sometimes if you join a team, you're only there for the amount that you can be. The idea is to have somebody from your team walk the track for the entire 24 hours, kind of symbolizing that cancer doesn't sleep. But there's a lot of fun things that go on. There's music, there's games, all different age people go. It's a kind of a party atmosphere.
And as you said, it benefits the American Cancer Society. And what specifically is the money used for?
So 90% of all of the money that raised at the Relay for Life goes to advocacy, research, and services provided to people that are going through cancer treatment.
And as you said, it's a festive event in some ways, and I think it's also an emotional event. People are walking and they're remembering their loved ones.
Yes. So there's different ceremonies that go on during the whole 24 hours. The luminaria ceremony happens at dusk. All the luminaria bags are lit, and there's people will write things on the bags. And so once it's dark, we sort of play some nice music and have that kind of a ceremony. Before that ceremony is a survivor lap. We have a big survivor dinner that's free to anyone that wants to sign up. And then they get their T-shirt that says Survivor, and then we walk around the track and sort of celebrate that, too. So.
And I know all ages are involved, and when I've written about this event in past years, there really are a lot of teenagers involved, particularly.
Yes, we have a lot of teams that are teenager-only that we love. They're full of energy. They sort of keep us going through the night when we are grown-ups are kind of losing their speed. So we encourage teams to come with teenagers. Some people bring their little kids. We do have activities going on during the day that are good for little kids and bigger kids. So it's definitely for everybody.
And the teens are probably better at staying overnight and walking all night.
Yes, they are. And they do. They walk in the rain. They walk all night long. It's amazing. We have some scavenger hunts sometimes that go on, and they're always ready for that. So even if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
And it's the kind of event that really brings families together.
Yes. Sort of years after years, they'll come and celebrate the person either that they lost or that they didn't lose because they got better. And they sort of meet up there and celebrate. It's definitely a good event for that.
Now, the relay is not, as you said, until June 20th, and
Correct.
So during these months prior to that, I'm sure you're doing all kinds of planning, but you also have a big event coming up that Mary is going to tell us about. I think that is a run-walk that is raising money for the big event. Is that right?
Yes, this is our first year doing a 5K, and we really hope it becomes a huge success and that we can keep doing it every year.
So tell us the details on this event. When does it take place? How do people sign up?
Okay. It's going to be Valentine's Day, which is Saturday, February 14th. It's going to be walkers and runners, and the walkers start at 10, and the runners start at 10:15. You can sign up right at the day of. It's going to be right at the Bonsall County Complex Courthouse. You can sign up right at the Bonsall Village Fire Station. We're going to have tables there at 9 o'clock is registration. So you can sign up the day of, or you can sign up on racewire.com, which is right online, very easy. We really hope it's very well attended, and it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully the snow stays away.
Now, does it cost money to participate?
Yes, it's $20 is a registration fee, and all that money is going to go to Mid-Cape Relay. We have a local business right in Bonsall Village, Nirvana Coffee Company, and they are providing coffee for after the race, which will be nice. We might have some muffins and little bit of refreshments for after the race, hot chocolate and stuff like that.
So the money raised goes for the Relay for Life event in June.
Yes.
And you need to raise money in order to provide the different entertainments and the different things you do. Is that right?
Well, actually, we don't pay for entertainment at Relay. It's all donated. So all of the money, the 90% of all that money goes to the American Cancer Society for all of their services. So we try to keep our expenses really low for the Relay and get as many things as we can donated.
I'm Laura Reckford, and this is Sunday Journal. I'm talking with Mary Duchesney and Susie Frost about Relay for Life and an event coming up later this month that is raising money for the Relay for Life event that takes place later in June. Now, people who get involved with Relay for Life usually have personal stories having to do with cancer. How did you two get involved with this organization?
Well, I was diagnosed with leukemia 2003. And I heard about the Relay that following June. My sister-in-law was actually on a team, on the Hyannis Fire Department team. And I heard about it, and I was feeling great, and I thought, this sounds like something fun. So I joined the team, and I think the first lap around, my sister and my friends and I, we decided, we're going to have our own team next year. And then that just spun to joining the committee, and that's been about 11 years now, so...
And a lot of the people involved, I guess probably most everyone knows someone with cancer. And a lot of people know people in their families with cancer. Would you say most everyone involved has a personal story?
I definitely think so. I'm trying to think if there's really anybody that we know that hasn't been touched by it somehow. So, and it's definitely a great place to be surrounded by other people that really know what it's like.
Now, how do people go about forming a team? Do people need a team to be involved in Relay for Life, or how does that work?
So you don't need to have a team. You can just go on to the website, which is relayforlife.org/midcapema, and sign up as an individual if you'd like, or you can form a team, which is basically the same process. And there's a website that will sort of have your team page, and you can post, all the things that your team's going through. And it's basically that simple. You just raise some money, and then finally the day of the event, we sort of all come together and raise a little more money while we're there. There's little fundraisers that go on at each campsite, and that's it. It's just kind of a celebration. And
people who get involved with it don't necessarily have to go for 24 hours. Is that right?
Correct. No, you don't have to. Some parts of teams won't be able to go the whole time. Some people might have to work or whatever. Also, if you wanted to just come as a survivor, you can also go on that website and just sign up as a survivor for free and come with your caregiver and have dinner, walk the lap, and then you can go home if you'd like. What we hope is you're going to have so much fun that you're there, you're going to want to stay. But it's sort of the amount that you want to participate is completely fine with us.
And of course, there are Relays for Life. They're all across the country.
Yes,
are they
not?
Actually,
the world now. Yeah,
okay, all over the world.
Yeah.
And in this region, the Mid Cape one is a big one. There's also perhaps an Upper Cape one? Is that right?
There's one in Orleans, one in Mid Cape, and one in Falmouth? Yeah, I'm forgetting where it is in Falmouth, but also on the Martha's Vineyard. So. There's 4 right in our area, but across Massachusetts, I can't remember the number, but there's quite a few.
And so people could join up with the one near to them.
Absolutely.
And just look them up on the internet.
Yeah, you could just go on relayforlife.org, and they'll tell you where your local Relay for Life is.
Do they always happen the same date, the June 20th date?
No, they don't. It's sort of the springtime. Everything ends before July 4th. So they kind of start. I think the Lower Cape one is always in May, which is amazing to me because it's chilly, but they love it in May. So it's during the springtime all over.
And talk about the planning for this event, because I'm sure you probably start planning right after the last one stops.
Yeah, pretty much.
How does it work with the planning?
So we do a few wrap-up things after the event. Then we try to give a break to our volunteers, and we start up again pretty much in January, and then just sort of go from January to June, monthly meetings. Not anything too crazy time-wise for our volunteers, but we just had our kickoff meeting, and that was in a bowling alley, so that was kind of fun. That was well-attended. And then we just do things from now all the way till June.
And how many people typically participate in the Mid-Cape Relay for Life?
It varies each year, but I think probably at the busiest time, it's probably between 750 and maybe 800 people that come out and celebrate the survivors and hang around for the luminaria ceremony. And it's a big event. It's really great. It's
a large event, and as you said, you two, have you both been involved in it since 2004, 2005 ish?
Yes. So it was 2004 that we started our first. We were on a team, and then after that, we just sort of spun to getting really involved. Yeah,
10 years involved in it, and now had it been going for many years prior to that?
Yeah, I think about maybe 5 or 6 years before that, and I had never really heard of it. So. It was, I think it's close to maybe 17, 18 years now that's been going on in the Mid-Cape.
And as you said, is it DY High School
yes, it is.
that takes place?
Yep.
And as you said, people can participate for any length of time.
Absolutely.
And just to remind people about the 5K, because as you said, that's new this year.
This is the first year we're trying to, having a 5K.
And how did you think of doing a 5K?
Well, actually, I have my own team, also on the committee, but I have my own team. The Relay for Life actually started by a runner, a doctor, and he wanted to run the track for 24 hours. So one year I was looking at the track and I said, we have to have some runners out there. So I am part of the Cape Cod Athletic Club, and we have a team of runners that actually run the whole time that we're out there. So actually this year we might have one person that might run the whole 24 hours.
Wow.
He's going to attempt it. He did almost last year. He almost did it, but this year he's going to really try to do it. So
now, who's that? Can we say?
I'm sure he'll be very happy to hear it. Howard Tansey, he's the president of the Cape Cod Athletic Club, so he might try to get a couple other people to do the whole 24 hours with him. But we will have runners on the track to help him make that goal, I'm sure.
Is that something that people have tried at other Relays for Life across the country?
No, actually, I think we're the first Relay for Life to have a team that are made up of all runners. And it was really cool seeing all the runners out there. Actually, a lot of the team members from other teams started running a little bit when we were out there. And then that kind of just formed into, let's try to do a 5K. And then I noticed that Valentine's Day was on a Saturday, and there's not too much going on for 5Ks during this time of year because a lot of people are preparing for spring marathons. So I thought it was perfect timing because it was a Saturday, and said, let's try it.
Now, how many members of the track club participate in this?
Oh, gosh. I think last year we probably had maybe 25. So this year we're hoping a little bit more. I think last year we ended up doing like 400 miles total from all the people that ran. We kind of kept track of how many miles everybody did, and I think it was over 400. So.
And it's, of course, it's. I'm reminded now that it's called a relay, but actually you're running together. But
yes.
Perhaps some people stop and then others start up.
Yes, that's what we did, yeah. Everybody pretty much had like an hour slot. Some people ran more than that, and we would have a runner that would take over for that person that was already been on the track for about an hour.
Now, the 5K that's coming up, are you going through Barnstable Village, or what's your route
for
that?
Yes, it's actually a very pretty route. We could leave the fire station on 6A and go towards the Barnstable Harbor on Millway, and then we do a little bit of a route in between the neighborhoods that are right in Barnstable Harbor, and then we come out on Commerce Ave. Go up, there's like one big hill, not too bad, but it's a big hill. And we go on to Commerce Ave, and then we come right back on 6A and go straight back to the fire station. And we end right behind the fire station will be the finish line.
And then, as you said, there is a little bit of a celebration at the ending. Is that right?
Yes, we'll have a post party. It'll be when we give the awards, the top female and male runner and the top female and male walker will win awards. And then we have awards for each age group. 10-year spanned age groups will have awards for that, too.
And are you expecting all ages, even children, to participate?
Yes, we really hope there'll be a huge range of ages and dogs. I think there'll be a few runners that will have their dogs running and walkers. And,
of course, it's a competition, but it's also a very friendly competition, so people can participate who aren't necessarily fast runners or anything
absolutely.
like that.
We would love to have a bunch of walkers out there or runners of any ability, even people that are just starting to run. It should be a lot of fun.
Now, we should reiterate the date and time and how people can sign up for the 5K.
Sure. It's February 14th, and it starts at 10. You can sign up at racewire.com, Or you can also, Marathon Sports in Yarmouth is one of our partners, and they're helping us out. And we're going to have number pickup on Friday the 13th at their store in Yarmouth, right off Station Ave, and you can sign up then. And they're actually giving a discount for anybody that comes in that day for 20% that is affiliated with the race. And the race is $20.
And as we said, it's called the Run, Walk, Love Relay 5K.
Yes.
And it benefits the Relay for Life, which takes place later on this year on June 20th. And just one more time on the Relay for Life, how people sign up for that.
They can go right to the website, which is relayforlife.org/midcapema, and it's very easy to go ahead and sign up for either a team or as an individual, or just go ahead on and sign up as a survivor so that you can come to the dinner.
And there's probably some people who come just to watch, I would think, and say hello to people and maybe make a donation that you don't necessarily have to go around the track.
Right.
You can even come and just do a luminary bag if you wanted to come and honor somebody or remember somebody. Just come and get a bag and put it on the track.
And, of course, you get all ages, probably from little children to senior citizens.
Absolutely.
Yes, we have one relayer. He actually does a team, Ed Rudy, and he is, I want to say, 92 this year. So,
oh my goodness,
he comes every year.
So there really are all ages.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we're out of time. I've been speaking to sisters Susie Frost and Mary Duchesney, who are both involved with the Mid-Cape Relay for Life, organizers of that very special event, and they grew up right here in Hyannis. Thank you both so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
I'm Laura Reckford, and this is Sunday Journal.
This podcast is a presentation of Cape Cod Broadcasting, which is solely responsible for its content. Thank you for listening. For more information, please visit us at capecodbroadcasting.com.